Good morning, Cancer. Good morning, Cancer. Welcome. Welcome back to Tarot with Kat. This is Wednesday morning, September 10th. This is your reading for September 10th through the 17th. I'll be doing readings every Wednesday for the air and water signs, and every Monday I will be doing readings for the fire and earth signs. All right, so let's get into this, shall we? Thank you for visiting Cancer. All right, I'm using the Centennial Smith weight deck of tarot cards that have the very traditional Rider-Waite imagery, actually Pamela Coleman Smith imagery on them. And waiting to see what card, well, there it is. You are the Fool, Cancer. So you have popped out right away at me as the Fool this week, Cancer. We'll talk about that in just a minute after we lay out our spread here. So here we go. All right, so crossing you this week, Cancer. What is going on? I have one card upside down, so I'm gonna, very strange. Okay, I don't know how those got flipped. So we have crossing you right now is going to be a piece of art by Pamela Coleman Smith. So this new deck that I've gotten, they've renamed it after the 100th anniversary. They finally put the artist name, the artist who did all the artwork for all the cards, plus the concepts for the artwork for all the minor arcana. Her name was Pamela Coleman Smith. And so in the Centennial deck, as a little added extra, they've put a few cards that are just extra pieces of her artwork. If they're not meant to be read as part of the tarot, this is one of them. It reminds me a lot of her Empress, her imagery on the Empress card. But anyway, that's a bonus piece of artwork by Pamela Coleman Smith. So Cancer, crossing you this week is going to be a Four of Cups. Down here in your subconscious tool shed here, we've got an Eight of Wands. In your immediate past, you've got a Two of Cups. Crowning you, you've got this Ace of Swords. In your immediate future, you've got a Six of Cups. Here in your environment this week, Cancer, you're going to be feeling an Ace of Pentacles. Your environment is going to give you the Hanged Man. In your hopes and fears, we've got an Ace of Wands. And then in your final outcome, we've got a Five of Swords this week. All right. Well, let's pull ourselves a confirmation card. Hide our art back in there. I like when it pops out for people. A shout out to Pamela Coleman Smith. This is another complete deck of Rider-Waite tarot. They're holographic, so I only pull one. As like a confirmation at the end of, that's the one that it wants to be. Confirmation at the end of our reading. To confirm what we've been talking about. So let's check this out, Cancer. All right, Cancer, this week you're being represented by the Fool card. Either the first or the last of the major arcana. He's zero. He is the number zero. We are all the Fool. The whole tarot deck tells the Fool's journey. We are all the Fool. We all have all these set lessons to learn through life in order to progress and evolve and become more enlightened souls. And so you are represented by this week. The purity it's also just willingness to just step into the unknown and just fresh and just totally, some people might see it almost as a naivete or, you've got not a ton of preparation, not a ton of stuff with him, not a lot of things for this journey as he's about to walk off this cliff. He's got a little friend here, his little dog to help guide the way. It's almost like his Geppetto warning, oh, watch out, there's a cliff there. And that's you this week, Cancer. Crossing you this week is this feeling, this four of Cups, this feeling of dissatisfaction. And cups have to do with feelings and emotions. So you're looking around you and you're having this feeling of just being dissatisfied with things and relationships around you and thinking there must be more. That's your challenge this week. Cancer, in your tool shed down here, in the things that have happened to you in your past that have become part of you and what you have to use and work with is you've got an Eight of Wands card, which to me, the Eight of Wands is a card of swift action. So perhaps in the past, you have always had the ability to do things quickly, to make quick decisions. You're one of those people who can act quickly and react quickly to things. You have quick reactions, which would be very Cancer-like. Cancers do have quick reactions, but they hide just as quickly. In your immediate past, this week, Cancer, there's some sort of mutual relationship here, either friendship, love relationship. It's the Two of Cups, mutual exchange of admiration or, good feelings about one another, whether it's friendship, work relationship, or romantic relationship. You're coming out of that in your immediate past. Crowning you as your ideal, crowning you this week, Cancer, is an Ace of Swords. So swords can be a triumph or a victory. So maybe that's your ideal, is some sort of triumph or victory. But I have a feeling it more has to do with a new thought, idea, communication, maybe around a new opportunity or something that's coming your way. That's your ideal. Like you really want to be communicating about maybe some new venture in life that will help you start feeling more satisfied than what you're currently feeling with this Four of Cups here. Stepping into the immediate future after this week, you'll be stepping into a little more satisfaction. It's a Six of Cups. It's a card of nostalgia, reconnecting with friends and family, really connecting with family. And you have a young child giving flowers to the older lady. And so it's all about that. It's all about nurturing those kind of generational relationships as well. Is really important, and that's going to be important to you moving into your immediate future this week, Cancer. All right, and so Cancer, you this week are feeling an Ace of Pentacles. You got two aces here, and aces are always the start of something, something brand new, starting out, brand new inception, brand new, just beginning. So in your crowning area is this thought or idea. Swords are ideas and thoughts. You got some great idea. And so you're going to start feeling like maybe you want to start something that's a new income stream, new job, something that's going to bring your finances, make your finances better. Your immediate environment this week is going to be the Hanged Man. This is quiet, stillful contemplation is going to be asked of you in your environment. And it's also looking at things from a different perspective. So something's happening this week in your environment where you're going to be forced to try to look at things, or have to look at things from a different point of view, or from somebody else's point of view this week. And then look what we have in your ideal. Another ace, an Ace of Wands. There is something happening. There's some new idea in your ideal. It's got you excited. You're feeling this Ace of Pentacles. It's going to help your finances. Your hopes and fears is this Ace of Wands. You're hoping for, again, that inspiration, and the wands are the work. The wands are the ability to do the work. So it's a new idea and a new project to go with it is your ideal. You want to start it. You want to start work on this new thing, this, whatever this ace is. But you got three of them. So that's definitely there. And then in your final outcome, though, at the end of the week, I'm seeing a Five of Swords. So this is a card. It is a card. I even hesitate to call it a victory, a win, a kind of a win. But sometimes when you win, you lose. And that's what this card says to me, because he's holding these swords. His enemy, they are defeated, but they're not totally defeated. They're not dead. They're crawling off to probably come back and attack him again sometime. It's a battle that was not easily won. And nobody's walking away from it feeling very good. First, they're not feeling good about it. Fives are a card of loss, off balance, being off kilter, and not feeling very good. So I don't know what is going to happen with you with this swift action you're probably going to take around the sword, whatever this Wands opportunity is. But the final outcome of it is not everybody being satisfied with the situation. So I'm super curious to find out what this confirmation card is. And I'm also really curious for you guys to come back next week and share with me in your comments. I want to know what what your next week looks like going into next week. So here's our confirmation card. And I'm thinking, what could this be? It's got to be advice around whatever this opportunity is. And I'm hoping it's advice on how to further deal with this feeling, this final outcome, this Five of Swords final outcome. So let's see what this card is. A King of Swords. So it's a King of Swords. You've got an Ace of Swords. The final outcome is this Five of Swords of people not feeling satisfied, but you got a King of Swords. So I think that kings are in charge and in control, and especially Kings of Swords. They've got structure. They know what they're doing. They've got the power, and I think this is going to need to be you pressing forward in this opportunity, as you got to be more like the King of Swords, in charge of your thoughts and your reasoning, thinking straight, and in control of your communication skills. They're skilled communicators, Kings of Swords. So it's going to take some skilled communication, especially to make the people around you not feel like they're losing out on the deal. That's what I'm seeing for you this week, Cancer. I hope this rings true to you. If this spoke to you at all, please, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. I try to write back to everybody. Please stop back again next Wednesday when I'll be doing the next reading for Cancer. And thanks for visiting Tarot with Kat.